Hey everybody, Ben from Living Survival, and today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new pack for 2016 from Vanquest. This is their PILUM VSlinger. Now, I carried the Vanquest Javelin for quite some time. I used it to carry my camera equipment and my laptop when I was going out and shooting, or when I was just going out and about and needed that equipment with me. I also reviewed the Trident pack from them, and all three of these packs, the PILUM, the Trident, and the Javelin, are all pretty much specifically set up for electronics or laptops. They're padded, they have internal dividers and things like that, which really do take away from the space that you would have in a traditional other style pack without all the padding. That being said, they're about the best pack you can get for that type of use. It does keep your electronics very well padded, and with the PILUM you're going to see that they've taken out some of the extra storage options that they had on the Javelin and the Trident, and so it's basically a bare bones bag for doing just that, carrying your laptop or camera equipment or anything else you'd like to throw in the pack. Just like the Javelin and the Trident, the PILUM is very comfortable. It's got a nice broad shoulder strap that goes around your shoulder. You can get it in left or right carry, and then it's very easy to slide around, and as you can see when you have it swung around in front of you, it's very level, and when you're carrying it on your back, it's also very straight up and down, something that's sort of hard to find on other sling packs. Just like the Javelin, the PILUM also has this strap here that you can connect to give it extra stability. It kind of goes diagonally across your chest, just like the sling does. What that does is it adds a lot of extra control for when you're running or something like that. The pack doesn't swing side by side. Added in that with the air mesh in the back, you get a very comfortable ride, whether you're wearing it on your back or you're walking around with it in front of you. Now, sling packs aren't for everybody, but I think they do make a great pack for somebody maybe like a first responder, where you can whip that pack around, you can get access to the contents right in front of you. Even when you're working on something, that's great. I use them when I go to conventions and things like that, because I'm constantly swinging it around to get a business card, or maybe I want to take out my tablet and do something. Maybe I want to take out a picture, change tripods, things like that, change batteries. So having a sling pack that I can just sling around me, even when there's a lot of people around, makes it very easy and very convenient. Otherwise, when I'm hiking in the woods or something like that, I do prefer a traditional backpack style pack. Instead of the two pockets that you had on the Javelin and the Trident, this one just has a single zip pocket. It is orientated up so that no matter if you get left or right hand shoulder carry, when you flip it around, it's going to be in front of you. That pocket is nice for stashing things, just maybe like an energy bar or something like that. Keep in mind with these packs, the more you stuff these pockets, the more space you lose on the inside, which is sort of a drawback for me. But again, if you're using it specifically to carry electronic equipment or computers or something like that, it does keep them very well protected. In the front, a very comfortable shoulder strap. You got the air mesh in the back, and then you have this security debuckle here. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this because it does take two hands to open it up. Now, what that's for is so that somebody doesn't come behind you and just unbuckle that and take off with your bag. You can't unbuckle it without pressing that button. The disadvantage to that is, let's say you're riding on a subway or something like that, or you're holding on to something with one hand, maybe you injured a hand and you need to get this pack off you very quickly. It is sort of difficult to be done with one hand, although it can be done just by pressing the upper button with your finger there. Again, I'd prefer not to have it, but a very strong buckle indeed. So let's take a closer look at the pack here. You can see it's in this subdued gray color. This is basically the urban version of the Javelin. It's made to look less tactical with still giving you some tactical ability, but it blends right in and it looks just like a normal backpack with this shock cord on the front. As I showed you before, you have the single zip up front. You do have high vis on the inside, which is nice. Helps you identify your gear in the pockets. On the front, you have this shock cord here, which you can loosen up. You can throw maybe a jacket or a tarp or something like that in there, a water bottle, just something quick that you needed to stash on there. It's got these nylon webbing loops all the way down as well, so you could clip something on. Maybe you had something that was wet, a day hiker or something, a raincoat, and you wanted to just clip it on there, you could do so. Or in an urban environment, maybe clip on a water bottle, like I said, or any other things that you might have with you. This is a 1000D Cordura, so it's very, very durable. It's weather resistant, and it has the self-healing zips, which I like, meaning that the water is going to have a hard time getting in there. It will get wet, however, so you definitely want to cover this up in a heavy rain. Light rain shouldn't affect it. On the back, very comfortable air mesh, just like in the Javelin and Trident, and then you have the same type of shoulder strap. You've got a few nylon loops here for clipping things, the nice high quality buckle here, typical little ring here to clip things on, and then you have a couple Velcro attachments so that you could run the water bottle or the hose from your water bladder out the side hole here and then down the shoulder strap. Nice large grab handle up top, very easy to grab even with gloves. On the bottom there is some webbing loops as well, so you could attach something there, and then you basically just have the two sides of the pack. Again, you can get it in left or right, so when I sling it in front of me, this zip is going to be upwards so that you have quick and easy access there, and then you have this S opening here, which opens up into the main compartment. Again, you have high vis on the inside, and there's a lot of different organization features in here, just like the Javelin and the Trident had. Starting with this top flap here, you have Velcro. You can pull this off and access these little flaps here. They're good for keeping maybe additional filters for your lenses, lens cleaning brush, microfiber towel, memory cards, things like that, maybe some USB cables. Again, to me, this pack is really set up for electronics, and when I try to load these up as just a normal day pack, I find that all this padding sort of gets in the way. So that's something to think about. If you need a pack that's tailored towards something like this, then definitely these are probably one of the best that you can find. You can, however, take this padding out of the inside. These inserts basically just Velcro in and give you nice compartments there, so you could throw in some larger lenses or something like that. So that's nice as well. Then you have this retention strap in the back, which is securing in my laptop. Now this is a 13-inch MacBook. They do say that it'll fit the 2015, 2016 regular MacBook Pros and MacBook Airs. Again, this is a 13-inch. I think they say it'll fit a 15-inch, but I probably wouldn't put a 15-inch in here, as this 13-inch is sort of taking up all the room. A couple of other things I have in here is just a Vanquest med kit. Again, if you're a first responder or something like that, you could load this up as a med kit, and when you throw it around in front of you, you have easy access to everything in front of you while you're still working. So works great for that. Just have a water bottle. And then down in here, you'll notice that you have Velcro on the back and Velcro on the front. You can use that for attaching things like mags or a holster or something like that, or maybe just get a utility pocket or something like that you can throw different things in, like a multi-tool, so you can really utilize that. And then on the back side here, there's just two pockets that pop open. On this side, I just have another little med kit. I usually don't have this kit in here. And then on this side, I just have a small survival kit with some cordage and duct tape and tarp and things like that. So those are two large Velcro pockets. Again, if you were using this specifically for an electronics bag, you could throw all your chargers and things like that in there, and that would work great. On the outside of both sides, do have some webbing here, so you could attach something like that med kit. If you wanted to, you could attach a water bottle holder or something like that. But then again, you know, the pack's going to look a little bit more tactical that way, and they've really designed this to be more of a covert, urban looking pack. One thing I really like is this grab handle here. What it does is when you have the pack on your body, as I'll show you in a minute, you can grab this and swing it around. You can also use this to pick the pack up. So I think that's a great feature there, just to have that secondary handle on the sort of half hip belt there. Right up against your body, you do have the water bladder compartment, or in this case, I have my concealed in here. There is hook and loop all the way along the back. I'm not sure you can see there. It is high vis, and then hook and loop along the back so that you can put a holster in there, or you can put a water bladder in there as well. Finally, on the back side here, you have the same sort of admin pocket that the Javelin and the Trident had. It's got just little pockets and stuff like that for pens, maybe a pad of paper, pack of gum, or something like that. Just keep in mind, the more you load this up, the more it's going to interfere with your space on the inside. And I find when I have my laptop in here and I have a bunch of cables and stuff like that, that I don't have much room in here for anything other than pens and a pad of paper, but it does work great for that. The drawback is when you're wearing it, it is hard to access this pocket, so you do sort of have to take the pack off to get the contents out of here. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video today, taking a look at the all-new Vanquest PILUM VSlinger. I think it is a pretty good upgrade to the Javelin if you just want that more urban, covert type look without the additional pockets on the front. I found when I loaded those up on the Javelin, I would lose space on the inside, so I actually like this format a little bit better. But both great packs, and if you want a backpack style version of that, you can check out the Trident or the new Falconer that I'm going to have reviewed coming up. I love how when you swing it around, it stays nice and vertical here so that you can open that S pocket. You have all your gear right here. You know, you can film, take pictures, you could administer food, you know, who knows what you could use this type of pack for, but having it like that allows you to have it in front of you even when you're bending down and working on something, for example. And then when you have it on your back, it stays nice and in the center of your back and stays vertical. Some packs will skew off to one side, or they'll ride, you know, sort of on the left side of your body or the right side of your body, and it gets uncomfortable over time. But right when you put this pack over your shoulder, it's very comfortable. It just settles right in on your back. That air mesh helps keep it sort of stuck to your back. So I find that it's probably the most comfortable sling style pack that I've ever had or tested. The durability is definitely there with the 1000D Cordura, YKK zips. Everything on the pack is sewn really nicely. That's pretty much what to expect from Vanquest. As I said, I've reviewed a few of their packs before, and this one seems to be no different. So overall, I think it's a great pack if you don't mind having that extra padding in there that sometimes will cut down on the available space for regular gear. You can take out those 3 individual padded portions, but even doing that, you still have padding on the front and the back, so you do lose that space to the padding. But again, for electronics, it does make sort of the perfect pack. So I'm going to leave some links below to Vanquest's website where you guys can check this out. They actually have a flash sale going on right now. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. These things are like 150 bucks on Amazon, and right now you can get it for right around $98 on Vanquest's website. So I'm going to put a link below to that. I'm also going to put a link below for your reference to Amazon as well. So I hope you guys give this video a big thumbs up for me. Leave me some comments below. Share it to your friends and family on social media. You can follow me on social media as well. And don't forget, click that red subscribe button and subscribe for more videos.